It's hurricane season, everybody. Bunker down, hunker down. It's hurricane season. I forget what I was gonna say at the beginning of this. But that's okay, guys. I don't know what I'm really going to talk about. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to try to record this earlier than usual because I usually keep doing it late and then I'm like stressed about, fucking got to fit this in. But I care about you guys, you know, like all you imaginary people out there that are imaginary listening. Care about you guys out there, okay? Okay. Follow me on TikTok. All right, yeah, I can't. I just can't get into TikTok. Okay, I mean, every time I've tried to watch one, it's just like the most dumb shit I've ever seen. It's almost like it's designed to like make people retarded. I don't really understand. I mean, I know I've talked about it before, but I really am right about this. Like, it is the worst app, I think, out there for social media. I mean, it is, like, really fucking... I thought Vine was stupid, but now TikTok is really, as they say, taking the cake. Because, like, you know, I have put out some YouTube... What are they called? YouTube shorts. Clips of the podcast. Really all it is just like a minute long clip of the podcast. And it'll be a YouTube short because people said they get more views, and they have on my channel, but it hasn't translated to people listening. I mean, it hasn't really translated to me getting followers or anything. But I put a couple out just to see, and they have gotten more views than my other videos, but yeah, it hasn't led to anything. And I haven't, like, you know, really, I haven't done that on, like, I'm never gonna go switch over to TikTok. I mean, there's really no point. Because, like, I mean, what do you want to, like, getting big on TikTok is not an interest of me. I mean, it's not. And I will say, like, I cringe out if a comic posts his clips on TikTok or on anything. Like, but even the YouTube shorts I've done, they're just like a short version, a clip, you know? It's not, I don't post subtitles. One thing that bothers me is, like, there's like these stand-up comics that they'll post like a TikTok of their comedy, and everybody puts like the text of what they're saying on it also, you know? Let me try to just go on YouTube Shorts. And I think you have to go on a special... Yeah, you have to go on a... Let's see if I can find... Ugh. See? Look. No, there's no audio. It's too loud.
Villian, what's your opinion on the Russia-Ukraine thing going on right now?
I like crayons.
That's right. That's right. Villian, what's your opinion on the...
Hilarious, isn't it? And look, they have to put, like, the text of what they're saying, too. Because that's how fucking dumb people are, I guess. I don't know why that's done. And I haven't done that on the, Let me just, like, I'm no, like, stand-up comedy expert or anything. But just to, like, to put all the text up there as you're saying, like, the... First of all, like, a short, like, 30-second clip of a stand-up set, like, just really... It just doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, you might as well at that point just write a tweet of it. Like, why do that? I mean, it's like... Like, you take all the context out of it. Like, I guess you can put a bit up there. Like, some bits are that short, but not that many, though. Like, you can do a one-liner, I guess. Because, like, those have to be, like, 30 to 60 seconds or something. And, like, you really do take all the context out of the set. Like, when you do a stand-up set, like it's just totally different than when you're doing it than to take a clip out of it. Because like I can sit and watch someone do a like 3 to 5 minute set at like an open mic or something. And like when you're doing it, you have to consider, oh, that joke, the first joke didn't work, so let's see how the second one does. Like you get a momentum going as you're doing the set. Like it's not like I'm doing a joke and then I stop and then I do another joke. Like that's how it works on like TikTok or a clip. But like when you're actually there, it's not even close to the same thing. I mean, it's not a I mean, it's ridiculous. You remove all context of the set when you post a short clip like that. And then to put on top of it, you put the text like of saying the joke, like you put all the words on screen as you're saying them, like that also removes the, so someone can just put it on mute and just take everything out of the set. I mean, it's just not at all the same thing. It's not like, you basically remove the entire soul of the set, like of the comedy, take it out of there. And I guess once you start to like, I guess when I started to try to do stand up at open mics and stuff, the more you go actually see comedy live, like even watching specials is hard for me to do now because it's not even close to the same thing. Like, but at least then you're sitting through it. So like, I mean, a comedy special on TV is like, you're like at least 10 times removed from the comedy. You're sitting at home, you're not in the crowd. So you already, it's just about the material at that point. Like, it's not even about the atmosphere of being there. But then to put a 30-second clip of a set up there, it's like, I mean, you aren't even, why bother going out and doing it? Like, why not just sit at home and just film yourself saying a joke then, you know? You can't even hear how the audience is reacting to it. I mean, so something can get a lot of hits on TikTok or whatever stupid bullshit. And it actually doesn't even matter if you did well, because you can remove all the audience reaction from it. If you're doing a 30-second clip, I mean, plus you won't even see the crowd. Like, I have seen a couple, my friend sent me, this guy I know sent me, clips that happen to be people I know at Brooklyn open mics that he didn't even know I know. Somehow he came across these, and I'm like, I've seen that guy do sets, and there's like no audience there. So like, if you see the clip, you're like, oh, there's probably an audience, you know. But I've been to these places, and no, there's like 4 comedians sitting there just staring at him. So it's really crazy how you can remove all context of everything, and you just put it on TikTok, and people that aren't there, they'll think he's at a show or something. But no, it's 4 comedians just waiting to go up. That's it. And nobody laughed. But you just cut it in a way that it doesn't matter, you know? So, well, that's stand-up comedy now. Get those TikTok views. Get those kids to like it. That won't ever go. The thing is, no one's going to go see you do it. I mean, do you really think TikTok viewers are going to go to a comedy show? No. No way. I mean, unless you're like a millionaire, unless you're like an influencer, then they'll show up. You'll get like anyway, this is my old man rant. To be kidding. This is my old man rant. What are they doing now? I know what you guys are wondering. Can they possibly politicize a hurricane? Can they divide people about a hurricane? The weather? Can the weather be used to divide people? Well, guess what? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. You won. Your guess was correct. Here's 2. Well, Kamala Harris already tried to do this by saying that they're going to provide assistance for the hurricane first to, lower income communities of color first. And that turns out it wasn't true, and like they had to take that back because it's not true. Well, looks like Hurricane Ian, I thought it was Ivan, leaves dozens dead, millions without power. Holy shit, look at this. Look at this. Look at the devastation. You know, when I was a kid, and I might have talked about this before, but I used to like, part of me wanted it to flood like this so I could swim around. Now, was I mentally challenged? Yes. But I thought it would be cool to swim around my town. And I used to like fantasize about water being in my house. I could just swim and have a little swim going on. Have a little pool. Like I wanted a pool in our backyard, but the next best thing would be a flood coming. I didn't mean to emphasize the coming part, but I mean, look, if you live in Florida, what else is gonna, you know? I didn't mean to. I mean, look. You live in Florida. Cry me a river. Cry me a flood. You live in Florida. You're asking for it. I know people say that, and it's true. I mean, yeah, if you live in Florida, I don't know how you live in Florida, first of all, because this happens a lot there. And the news comes to it. If there's anything the media does when a hurricane comes, they come. They get off on it. They love it. The more devastation, the better. Okay? Recently, I've really been thinking about these Tool lyrics. This is from Vicarious by Tool. It's about people vicariously getting off from bad news. And it literally applies to the hurricane, you know. The chorus says, I need to watch things die from a distance. Vicariously, I live while the whole world dies. You all need it to, don't lie. I mean, these are great lyrics. I mean, I always think of these lately. Why can't we just admit it? We won't give pause until the blood is flowing. I need to watch things die from a good, safe distance. Maynard James Keenan. This is from 2006, I guess. But he's right. I mean, everybody loves to just not admit it, but tragedy thrills me. Oh, yeah. See? These are great. I mean, look at all the ID shows that are so popular. I mean, and I watch them sometimes, but not that often because it doesn't make you kind of miserable. It's no fun till someone It's no fun till someone dies. Don't look at me like I am a monster. Frown out your one face, but with the other, stare like a junkie into the TV. Yeah, that's what we all do. It's kind of, and there was that old, what was it, the Eagles song maybe, that was like, yeah, I mean, we're really a culture that loves this stuff. I mean, probably gets like the top coverage as the hurricane or like, even the Ukraine stuff to a degree. I think people are kind of like into the fact that there's a war going on, and they're like, yeah. War going on over there. Yeah, support Ukraine. Yeah, also, war. People dying. Yeah. I mean, you know, why can't we just admit it? I agree with Maynard Keenan. I mean, these, you know, do you really need to be a genius to figure these lyrics out? We feed on tragedy. It's like blood to a vampire. I agree with Maynard. But yeah, you'd probably think how, well, a hurricane's not going to be used to divide people. Well, NBC News would disagree with you because they say Hurricane Ian's damage could exacerbate inequality, and it shows a black person. Go figure on the cover on the picture. Now, my thing is with this is, look, if you're literally talking about finances, okay. But to just go, well, it's just black people. No, there's lower income any people. It's not just black people that are lower income. I mean, go to if you don't believe me, go to any Dollar General. Anywhere in the country. Go to any Walmart. Go to peopleofwalmart.com. You think it's just black people? I mean, get out of here. There's trailer parks for a reason, you know? I mean, look, I don't know what I don't know. I hardly ever see black people. When I visited Florida anyway, I kind of only saw older white people, but they probably aren't lower income. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of lower income black people down there. I don't know, dude. I mean, it says here, black households have received less aid from FEMA compared to their white counterparts. But I mean, is that because there's less black people there, though? Or is it because because that doesn't make sense. All these things are always, like, not including certain facts. Like where are the numbers to that? Like, are you saying there's the same amount of, like, oh, God, man. Here it says low-income Americans. Does that mean black people? Or does that mean just low income? I mean, if you live in Florida, you better have really good home insurance. Like, you have to be an idiot to not, unless you can't afford it. Then yeah, you know. But people have always been donating to, like, Red Cross when these things happen. Like, remember Katrina? Well, I have one thing to say to you guys. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Okay. Kanye said it first. And now they're gonna call DeSantis racist, probably. They'll just, like, find black people that are not getting enough aid or something. But it's like, what are the numbers of, like, how many residents there are? But hey, might as well use the hurricane to further divide people. That's what you do. As soon as there's anything in the news, you go, oh yeah, well, racist stuff. Race. What about race? What about something else? You know what else is being used to divide people? Like mental illness, like this Anthony Bourdain stuff. I saw, like, I did read some of this, like, I don't know, dude, like, everybody comments like they're trying to be, like, the best person. They're always like, depression is real. Reach out to your friends. Depression is real. Let this show you that depression is a bitch, okay? And the thing is, yeah, I mean, okay, we all know that. But, like, what do you do for someone like this? Like, he goes, he hated his job. He said, I hate my fans. I hate being famous. Well, quit it then. Figure it out. Like, I don't know. What are you gonna do about that? I mean, same thing with, like, the Chester Bennington guy, like, because, like, he just offed himself. It's just, like, a weird thing with these depression stuff. Like, I've been depressed. I mean, especially over the lockdown. But I knew that was, like, a circumstantial, partly thing too. I guess it's harder when it's like something like this, where you're like, well, this guy's super famous. He's rich. He's lonely. All right, quit the job. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. You know what I think? Like, this kind of does worry me because, I don't know, like, he was 62. I just think there's a thing where you get older and people with these kind of problems, like, they reach that age and then they just kind of are like, I have nothing else to live for or something. I mean, no, I don't think anybody can really help somebody like this. I mean, it says here like he had a drug addiction, he had an alcohol problem, but then he starts doing that. I mean, obviously that job wasn't a good idea for him because he could travel all around and do whatever he wanted. I think that was obviously a bad idea. So maybe that was what it was. But I mean, look, like, he probably could have snapped out of it if he wasn't enabled, maybe. I don't know. And I do think, like, everybody, that's another one of these hypocritical things. Like, he was dating this, like, psycho lady, Asia Argento, who, like, cheated on him, or they broke up. I don't know if she cheated, really, or it was kind of a fling. It sounded like kind of a fling, like he was getting divorced. And he got too into her, and, being a rich guy that could do whatever he wanted. I know he was 60, but, like, he could have found someone else, too. I mean, he just was, like, probably that made it worse or whatever. But yeah, she's like, she like raped a dude and, like, and really seemed like not at all, like, feeling bad about this whole thing with him killing himself. She seems like a pretty awful person, but, like, nobody talks about her because she's a woman, and that's it. She's a woman, so, like, it's okay if she, like, raped a dude. This guy, Jimmy Bennett, he was 17 and she was 37. She denied it, and then Anthony Bourdain, she lied and said, I had sex with him and it felt weird. I didn't know he was a minor at the time. And then she tried to blame the dude. I mean, she's a terrible person. She's a piece of shit. You know what? She's probably... You know what's funny? Like, some of these women get uglier as they become a worse person. Like, I think Amber Heard, too. And I might be just, like, kind of projecting what I feel about them, but it's pretty obvious. I mean, look. Yeah, she took advantage of a guy, so. I mean, women can definitely do that, but they just don't get any kind of blowback. They just kind of get... No one talks about it. But I haven't heard anything about her, so I guess she's probably not getting as much work or something. I don't know. It's like a Kevin Spacey situation. I didn't know he was a minor. And I'm a woman, so it's okay. You know what? She looks like one of those women that is like a witch. I don't know if you guys heard of the Wiccan. But there's all these women that, like, they're like, I'm into witchcraft.
I'm, like, really into witchcraft. Like, yeah. I, like, practice witchcraft.
And you know who else does that? Tom Brady's wife. Hold on. There's a lot of these women that, like, this is so weird. I saw the video clip of this. I don't feel like watching it, but here's the article. And the audience, like, was laughing because they were like, what? Maybe thinking he was kidding. Tom Brady shocked attendees at a charity event in Boston this week. After he told the crowd his wife is a self-proclaimed witch. I've learned a lot from my wife over the years. She always makes a little altar for me at the game because she just wills it so much. So she put together a little altar for me that I can bring with pictures of my kids, and I have these little special stones and healing stones and protection stones, and she has me wear this necklace and take these drops she makes. And I say all these mantras, and I stopped questioning her a long time ago. Which is good, to just go along with whatever crazy fucking shit your wife does. Because she's your wife and you're a cuck. Amazing. This guy is a rich, like... He could get any woman, and he just... I know she's a supermodel, okay? I'm not going to say, like, she's like a whatever. But this makes me just like I guess, I don't know, I'm weird. Like, most guys wouldn't care and they would just keep doing whatever the wife said because she's a supermodel. But this makes my dick shrivel up because once you start talking about witchcraft and doing spells, I know you would think, oh, whatever, that's not real. But, like, it's just weird. And what if it is real? I'm too superstitious to, I am superstitious about that stuff. Like, I'm not somebody who's like a practicing Christian or anything, but I just think that shit's weird and just no thank you. Like, I won't ever play a Ouija board. I've never done that, and I won't ever do that. Like, maybe I did it once. I don't know. Maybe I did try to. I think I might have, like, when I was younger, just been there around. But I don't even know if I want to be around that. I've heard, like, everybody I've heard that has done. Let me look that up too. And I think a lot of these probably are fake. Like, people do move the Ouija board. I mean, obviously people would do that. But I've heard too many stories now. Like, a girl I dated said they played with a Ouija board, and like one of the girls, like, after that happened, like, went crazy, like maybe schizo. Like, she was never the same after that. And something happened during the game. Like, with her, she had a weird reaction. I forget. I wish I remembered the story, but. Have you played with a Ouija board? What was it like? Okay, this is on Reddit, and they didn't put answers serious. Like, on Reddit, you have to put serious answers only, or people will just joke around and try to be funny. Okay, I couldn't really find any Ouija board stories. But no thank you, okay? You're getting a Ouija board out? Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Anyway, guys, here we go. I just looked up dangerous TikTok trends. Here we go. Just to make the point that it is, like, ruining society, making people even dumber than they were. Cooking. Oh my God, if you do these, like, I mean, you were probably gonna do something dumb anyway. Like, they're so fucking stupid. Like, if you do these just because it takes off, like, oh, I want to do it too, and I want to do it too.
I have to do it too because other people are doing it. So I guess I have to do it too because everybody else is doing it. I guess me have to do too.
God.
I guess me have to do trend too because other people do. So that mean I have to do too, so me be cool. So me be cool too, I have to do. Hey, what are you,
Johnny, this is the guy's dad. Johnny, what are you doing in there? Hey, what are you doing? It smells weird in there. What are you doing? Why are you putting that chicken in NyQuil? What are you cooking a chicken in NyQuil for, Johnny?
Because me do trend too because other people do and it take off and be challenged and so me want to do too. Yes. Me want to be cool and popular too. So me do challenge too. Yes. Shut up, Dad. Me want to be cool and me do challenge too.
All right, we're going to the ER. You fucking cooked a chicken in NyQuil. You fucking retarded. You know what? You're no longer my son. Oh my God. You know what? If I was working in a hospital and someone came in with these, I'd be like, you're on your own. You're going to have to deal with it. You pump your own stomach. You fucking idiot. Why would you do this? And then you have to make a TikTok saying to not do it? If you have to be told to not cook a chicken in NyQuil, then you probably were, I don't know. Look, I don't want to be like an evil asshole here. But you're not the brightest You're not the brightest bulb in the drawer. I mean, my God. Yeah, you're on your own. Here's the stomach pump. Just take it home. You fucking idiot. Don't do the... It's called the Sleepy Chicken Challenge, if you guys haven't heard of it. And you cook a chicken in NyQuil. I don't really know if that's all there is to it. Marinating or boiling some chicken in NyQuil. Oh my God. The FDA had to warn against this. That's where we are now in society, is that the FDA had to come out and say, hey, by the way, maybe don't cook a chicken in NyQuil and then eat it. Just like the, I guess maybe it's less dumb than the Tide Pod Challenge. Here's another one, guys. The Corn Kid and the Corn Song. All right, I'm not even going to watch it. I don't care. Okay. The Blackout Challenge trend is returned to TikTok, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Also referred to as the choking challenge or the pass out challenge. The blackout challenge encourages users to hold their breath until they pass out due to a lack of oxygen. Now, I don't know if you guys
Knew this, but not breathing is not a good idea, probably. I don't know if you guys would think that that's a good, like, something that's need to be said. But, it might not be a good idea to not breathe. To not breathe until you black out. Look, we're going to have to put a warning out, because this is how those, you know how people like wonder, how did this become a warning on this package? This is how, because people are fucking idiots. God. I don't know. Can you blame TikTok for this, or just fucking idiots? I mean, if you are that, like, much of a, like, I'm just going to follow the herd and, well, this is something kids are doing, I better do it. I mean, can you blame... I don't know. I know social media is designed to make you addicted, designed to, like, just get you to engage with it no matter what, like, even if it's dangerous. Yeah, they're to blame, but also to blame are complete, like, idiotic fucking retarded idiots. I mean, obviously, this just leads to lawsuits, and then the company's gonna, like, take them down, like, whatever. But with this, you really can. It just moves too fast. New challenges come out too quickly, so. Yeah, so I guess, a 12-year-old, well, 12-year-old. All right, I guess if you're a little kid like that, I understand, like, you could just fall for stuff. So, you know, yeah, you shouldn't don't let your kids on TikTok. Is it that hard? Just don't have your kids on there. Remember when people used to, like, actually, you know, keep track of what their kids do? They used to have parental guidance and, you know. Well, now you can't. If you give your kid a phone, they're going to be on there. I mean, there's no... Maybe you can put a parental lock on there, but then they're probably going to still find a way to do it, so. I don't know what to do, but look, I mean, yeah, you should. I mean, there's nothing holding these companies accountable anymore. All Congress is doing is, like, investigating if China has a role, like the Chinese government. But you should be looking into, and Facebook had this, like, stuff come out, but there's nothing being done about it. No one's being sued. I don't really hear of any lawsuits. Like, the fact that this is being boosted in the algorithms, like, if they view one thing, then other challenges are probably going to pop up on their feed or whatever, like any other social media, so. And then, look, you know what? Okay, everything I said was wrong. I wouldn't give it up to TikTok, because they said, deepest sympathies go out to the Leon Brown's family during this incredibly difficult time. The safety of our community is our priority, and we take any claim about a dangerous challenge very seriously. Oh, okay. Bravo, TikTok. I'm sorry I said anything bad. You guys are really responsible. And you guys are really definitely not boosting the algorithms, no matter what. Well, guess what, guys? Nothing happened. TikTok is still the most popular bullshit out there. Because people are fucking dumb. Just look at any shitty fucking TikTok style video. Like, it's just like images quickly changing, big text everywhere because people are so dumb they can't listen to anything now. They have to have big text pop up. I need changing images fast. I can't watch a video. Like, it was one thing, like, people don't read anymore. Now it's like people don't even watch videos anymore. They need clips of, like, oh, God. Seizure-inducing videos, or they can't keep attention. I don't care if you think I'm being, like, a boomer. What is I sounding like one of those concerned parents in the 80s or whatever. I mean, there is no controls over this shit. I mean, and your kid can look up any porn he wants to. Your kid can fucking start eating his cum like the last episode. Well, I guess eating your cum's better than this, though. Is there a cum eating challenge on TikTok? I wonder, guys. Is there any kind of? Let me see. Let's see if this is going on, guys. Oh, that's a category. But you guys are shocked to find that out. TikTok cum challenge porn videos on Pornhub.com. Well, these are just porn videos popping up, obviously. I was trying to look up. All right. Well, anyway, here's another thing. I was gonna go into. Oh God. This was 2019. Women are invoking the witch
To find their power.
in a patriarchal society. A bunch of witches in the subway there. Okay, so this is another protest thing. Protesters dressed as witches in Boston. This is so fucking stupid. This is just like cringy. You know what is funny? Like, it says here, like, oh, the stereotypes, like the sexism was like, oh, women were single, widowed, old, or, you know, single cat ladies that were called witches. And guess who's doing all this? I'm into witchcraft stuff now. Single, old cat ladies. Who else would be doing it? Or not old, maybe young too. We're using this is always what happens now. Like, oh yeah, well we're gonna weaponize that and use that. Well, it's like, well, it's not really helping though. You're just making yourselves look more like that. Like with the like pussy hats or whatever. When Donald Trump was talking about all that, oh, grab me by the pussy hat. Oh yeah, that's badass. Like, no, it's just fucking stupid. Being a witch is being a feminist with a touch of extra empowerment.
I'm a fucking witch, bitch.
That's my that's my bumper sticker. I'm sure that is a bumper sticker too. Oh my God. Look at this. This is funny. Witch group, Women's International Terrorist Conspiracy from Hell, perform a hex on Wall Street in 1968. Oh my God, that's funny. We're performing a hex on you. Yeah, that's gonna... See, this is like, look, if you really want to, yeah, there's greed. There's all kinds of shit going on Wall Street, but performing a performative bullshit is not going to do anything. That's all this shit is performative bullshit. And then, yeah, AOC would be the first to go to that protest and grab the megaphone and go, we're witches, bitch. So dumb, man. So stupid. Why are women becoming witches? Unheard.com. I don't know this website. Oh my God, it's so corny. I'm into like Wiccan witchcraft. I'm a fucking witch. Yeah, like, no thank you. I'm just gonna, you know, just like, no thank you. I don't need to have a midsummer type cutting off my, women cutting off their pubes and putting it in soup and serving it to the men, like in that movie. No thank you. I'm a fucking witch. I'm a goddamn witch now. Fuck men, that's why. Why am I doing it? Because fuck men. So fucking corny. There's a Reddit group called Witches vs. Patriarchy. I'm gonna just go on there and see what that's about. Oh, God, so corny. I mean, look, I just think feminism is cringy. I mean, except for, like, the old style, I guess, like, a lot of it I would agree with. Like, I used to agree with a lot of it, but it's just, like, there's just no reason to really join a group, period. I don't join groups, like, to me, this type of thing, like, witches versus patriarchy, this is the same thing as an incel to me. It's just on the opposite side. Like, okay, like, if you're gonna be, like, incels are all fuck women, they're all the same. And the same thing with the MGTOW, like, men going their own way. I mean, to be honest, like, a lot of that I agree with. Like, a lot of women suck. And I don't really blame... I mean, the mainstream culture sucks. But it's the same for both sexes, I mean. A lot of it I agree with, but a lot of, like, feminism I do agree with. I just don't like... if you're in a group like that, like, you will have to keep accepting all the new radical ideas. Like, you can't just be a feminist and stay with the same beliefs that you had 10 years ago. Like with any group, I guess. Oh, now you have to be a witch now, basically. And, like, this is it's bullshit. It's just stupid and cringy.
Witches vs. Patriarchy is a women-centered sub with a witchy twist, aimed at healing, supporting, and uplifting one another through humor and fucking magic. I added the fucking there. The goal is to once embrace and poke fun at the mystical aspects of femininity that have been previously demonized and or devalued by the patriarchy. This subreddit is a safe space for women, BIPOC, and anyone in the LGBTQ plus community. We are sisters, not... Oh my god. We are sisters, not sisters. C-I-S-T-E-R-S, they mean. So what they mean is, and they say here at the bottom, if you do not consider yourself an ally, then this subreddit is not for you. So,
It's just kind of funny because, again, they're a part of a group now. They're a part of the woke left group. They have to go along with saying women isn't really a thing, and you have to be like, so you have to say, okay, it's a safe space for women, but anyone in the LGBTQ plus community also. So why even say the women part then? So they have to specify that, oh, we're allies, don't hurt us, which is why they put that there. We're not TERFs, guys. You have to, fucking ridiculous. Obviously, people who started out as like a witches, but you're like a... I mean, look, all the Salem witch trials, were there any trans? No. But now you have to go, it's everybody. We're not sisters, meaning C-I-S-T-E-R-S. We're sisters. We want everybody can be a fucking witch, bitch. Like, all right, whatever. Just put everyone's allowed. You don't have to... You know what you can say here? This subreddit is for everyone. That's it. That's all you have to say. Same thing with the way open mics now have to specify which groups are allowed at the mics. You're basically being a segregationist then. All you have to say is everyone's allowed, which of course they are. I mean, ugh. I mean, it's just crazy. Like we're just to have to we have to now specify which groups are allowed. But why can't you just say this is for everyone? You know why? Because they'll get on you. Because outrage culture will pounce on you for that. You can't say everyone, I bet. If you put that here, they'd say, well, what about blank? And the response would be everyone, yes. But no, you have to now go women, BIPOC, and anyone in the blank community. If I did an open mic, which I did at one point, I didn't specify who is allowed at the mic, you know? Because everyone's allowed. What the fuck kind of bullshit? But the way, people, oh my God, people are so fucking crazy now, man. So, now open mics will say, by the way, this is an inclusive women's mic. And they segregate the open mics. Not every mic does this, but, the more woke ones do. And it's well, isn't every mic like that? Are you, of course you let everyone at the open mic. What are you talking about? Every time there's a mic like that, I always want to comment, why do you have to specify that? Are you saying, then you would just get in a whole drama thing, so I just don't, but, Anyway, this is the Witches vs. Patriarchy.
Fucking group. Witches v. Patriarchy. It is October, my witches and bitches. And this is I don't know who this is, but that is a scary face right there. Ugh. I guess that's the point of it. We're fucking witches, yeah. Oh, so this is just a dude here. To celebrate the arrival of October, I wanted to share one of the coolest photos I've ever taken. Happy first day of Halloween, and it's a guy. Okay. Are you a witch or a mage or something? Yeah. I just can't get into this shit. Fuck off. Do your,
I'm not gonna, mess around with somebody that does spells and takes hair and puts them in a cauldron. I'm a fucking witch. Man, this is fucking crazy. This is obviously a dude. Oh, God. I mean, I like Halloween stuff, but I don't dress up because it's kind of... I was going to say gay. No, that's not okay to say now, but... It's feminine to... I don't know. What do you say now? Why can't you say that? It's, corny. It's a little, you know what it is? It's not really that it's gay. It's perverted. Everybody that's a swinger is really into dressing up on Halloween. You know what I mean? Every couple that is a freaks, they love dressing up as slutty, insert this thing, you know?
I love Halloween. I dress as a slutty fucking, witch. And we dress up when we go to Halloween parties, wink wink. They're really just swinger orgies, but we just pretend it's about Halloween, but it's about fucking anal sex and shit. Just
the more Halloween parties you go to as a couple, the more likely you are to be a swinger couple. Oh God, Marilyn Monroe bullshit now. Please do not go see Blonde. Now if you guys didn't know, cancel culture is now onto this movie Blonde, Marilyn Monroe movie on Netflix, which I don't care good because I hate. Not I don't hate, but like I've talked about it before. Who cares? Marilyn Monroe sucks. And you know what? It's funny. Like, would they have said this? Like, I don't. Why do they hate it? It's what she is, isn't it? Oh, is it just because she has it's a man director? That's fucking so hypocritical, man. I don't know what the outrage is about. Like, this guy made a movie about a woman he has done zero research on and only based his it's probably gonna get a lot of views though because it's like rated NC-17, I think, and there's like nudity. People will watch it. It'll be like Striptease or whatever that movie was. No, not Striptease. I mean, the actress probably isn't happy about this. Like, do you think they really want a campaign against the movie to happen? Because he called women what? All right, I gotta look up the outrage about this. Feminist outrage. Yeah, it's number 1 on Netflix right now. Oh, the author actually likes the movie. Huh. So you're not like helping anyone. You're really just fucking over the actress, like, who looks nothing. Well, she kind of looks like her there. I don't care. Why is she so? Why do people love her so much? I don't get it. Maybe Marilyn Monroe was like not great as a person, Is that the problem? It's sexist. Wow. It got a 14-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival. Why are people outraged about it then? I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. Marilyn Monroe sucked. Why is she so beloved all the time? Necrophiliac entertainment. What the fuck? I might have to watch this now. I don't know. I can't find out what the outrage is about. Her estate, Marilyn Monroe's estate, comes out in defense of, her accent outrage. Oh, I don't know. This is stupid. There's so much outrage you can't even keep up anymore. I mean, this is probably helping the viewership. I gotta be honest. Like, if you really want someone to watch your shit, like, I bet you that's what got Chappelle so many views. It's not inclusive enough. I'm so sick of that word. Stop saying inclusive over and over again. Yeah. Oh, so people were upset that it was a Cuban woman cast? So what? Yeah, that's kind of ironic, actually, because they're like, oh, white people can't play blank. But then if a Cuban woman plays Marilyn Monroe, I mean, man, I always, like, every day, I'm like, Marilyn Monroe was a genius, and like, there's so much. Just gonna get. I almost wonder if sometimes they make this stuff up to like get more views or something. Blonde, Netflix. Who the fuck? Who would give a fuck about this movie if there was an outrage? Why is there so many movies about her? She made up a Marilyn Monroe character, and she fucking died young. That's it. Oh man, that girl is good looking though. Way better in real life than Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, way better looking. Oh, God. Why can't you look at Instagram pictures without an account anymore? I mean, I do have an account. I just don't want to log in. Marilyn Monroe is like the most overrated person ever. So stupid. It looks like this is like basically a softcore porn. This has an oral sex scene in it. Yeah, fuck yeah. I like idolize her. I bet on that her daddy show they probably love Marilyn Monroe.
I'm like really concerned about this movie because like she's one of my idols. Like I like represent myself as her, and like I resemble myself as a butterfly, and like also her. She's like a fucking awesome. It's funny, they're like,
The movie's bad, but she's fearless. How is it fearless to just be an actor? I'm so sick of that. Like, she does a fearless performance as blank. It's like, yeah, she acted in a movie. Like, how's... They always say it when it's like a woman doing something. And she did nothing to just look... Oh, she put a blonde wig on. Wow. That's fearless and brave. Yeah.
yes, everybody, yes. She's fucking awesome. Like, oh my god. Fucking awesome. Yeah. Ana de Armas, rigorous preparation to play Marilyn Monroe and Blonde explained. Like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Like, she prepped for so long to
Just literally put a wig on and wear makeup slightly different. Wow, she was fearless. I mean, she didn't even gain weight or do anything. She worked with an accent coach. What? No one's ever done that before. All right, she wasn't that great, I guess. She was unable to grieve the loss of her character
after filming wrapped. She had to fly to London to shoot her next film, the next James Bond film, and like, she felt like she didn't have adequate time to grieve Maryland. And at the end of her time inviting her, she said, I couldn't shake it off. I couldn't let her go. I actually went to visit her at her cemetery a few times, and like, I would have liked to go one more time. Holy shit, dude, she's fearless as
Fuck. I had to grieve losing the character. Wow, who's that? That's not a racy photo. Oh, I'm just sick of this. Bullshit. Coordinated PR campaigns for women. Everybody's loving this bikini shot of this actress. Yeah, no. It was her PR agent just... I mean, come on. She was... What does that mean? I've seen other actors say that too. I was grieving the loss of the character after filming stopped. I was fucking grieving it. Her. She embodied Marilyn's emotional state. You mean crazy? Because that's what Marilyn was. Bipolar? Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And that's underneath that character that was created. Her personal self and her public self, and
yeah.
You know, experiencing life with this duality, you know.
Yes.
And I was just, I fell in love with Norma.
I know you're supposed
Oh my god.
to get used to it.
Something that kind of like happened to her.
Yes.
Took over her life, and in a way, there is this kind of like love-hate relationship. She fought so hard to be taken seriously, to be considered a good actress, a serious actress, to get better roles. There were kind of like...
I come out of my dressing
I mean...
That was her image, was to be a dumb blonde, wasn't it? She made that image, so like... Who does she have to blame for that being her image? Like... And I mean, does that have anything to do with getting better roles? Like... I don't know. I mean, if you make an image and you made a character, Marilyn Monroe, of course you're going to be cast as that character. Like, she should have, like, I don't know. I mean, what? She fought so hard and nobody believed her. Well, that's because her whole thing was to be that dumb blonde. Right? I, like, had to grieve losing the character. And I mean, everybody acts like it's so deep to like be bipolar. Because she had a literal like diagnosis of bipolar. I mean, I just could not let go of, she was like, because she like, that's so deep to say she was a person besides the character. She like had this Marilyn and then she was like someone else after. she was normal. It's two people. It's like a duality that I had to grieve. And here she is wearing armor for some reason. I mean, the only reason people would watch is because this girl's in it. I guess, I don't know. She kind of looks like a regular good looking. I'm not saying she's not good looking, but like, what makes someone a supermodel? Like, I think the accent gets you points too. Like, oh, she has a Spanish accent. Ooh. No, not, she was like, she had the, how you say, she had,
She was like, she had, how you say, like, she was Norma, and then she was also, how you say, Marilyn Monroe. She was like two people, those people. It was very different to play, like, she had this duality, because she was not just, like, I am person, and then I am actress, so that is like a duality that I resemble myself as. Wow, that's
it's like so deep, dude. I'm not saying it's like easy. Like, yeah, it's cool she had a voice coach, but how many actors do that for how many movies? That happens all the time. To say she was brave and fearless just from putting a wig on and then having to do a different accent. I mean, that's everybody, you know? Well, she's a woman, so it's better and more fearless.
It's like more fearless when a woman does it because she's like a womany woman or whatever. So like, yeah, I resemble myself as a fucking butterfly and I fuck guys or whatever. Sorry, I know that's sexist or whatever, but like I fuck guys and I suck cock or whatever too. It's not like, I'm also like, I'm a model, but I also am like a cock sucking bitch.
Sorry. I'm a witch too. I'm like a witch part-time or whatever. So anyway, watch out for Ouija boards. And watch out for hurricanes season with the spooky season. More Halloween episodes coming up, guys, so stay tuned.
Ghosts are coming.